Well, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful morning. I've been out already, took the dogs for a walk. So I thought I'd come back here and share with you one more thing that I picked up at that sale yesterday. And I hope that it's something that you'll enjoy watching. But I got not just the Ocean's 12, but also on that sale table was this Memory Boy. And again, I would not have spent this money if it wasn't the price that it was at, because these things were all at list price because the store was closing. So I picked it up, and it's one of two pedals I picked up, and I did it because I'm curious about pedals and acoustic guitars. How do they work together? Usually you see these with electric guitars. But can you push the limits of an acoustic and the preamp that's inside? In this case, I have a Fishman in here. I'm playing my Yamamoto today. How will it sound with Memory Boy hooked in? It's an analog delay, and this is not the deluxe model. There is a more advanced, probably more complex model besides this one. This is the more simpler version, which I need simple. I like simple because, actually if this was something I was going to play live, I would not want a lot of confusion and complexity. I want to be able to just press a button and play. So anyways, so you want to hear what the Memory Boy sounds like? Okay, I'm going to turn this off, and I'll take and I'll point the camera to the actual pedal, and wait till you hear this one. This is really unusual. Okay, so here I have just two pedals. These are not, none of these are hooked in here. I'm going to move this out of the way. And basically I'm just running the Memory Boy into the orange, it's a preamp. There's nothing fancy about this pedal. It's just EQ, DI, and it's going into the Bose, the S1. Okay, so, and the Bose does not have any kind of reverb or anything on it. It's just, everything's neutral. Okay, so I'll let you hear it first of all without Memory Boy here. Acoustic guitar, and it has a Fishman in it. So let's just turn on Memory Boy here and hear the way I have it set up first. And you can hear the delay. Okay, and so I'm doing this because I want to hear the timing. Sounds pretty good. And so this is a pretty straightforward delay pedal, I think. And I like the sound of it. I like the richness that it puts out. It is designed, though, to be hooked up like the Ocean 12. It's designed to be hooked up to the expression pedal. It's a pedal that can control volume, but also it can, when it's hooked up to this, it can control the delay, and I think the depth of what you're playing through that pedal. So, but I don't have the expression pedal. So if you just use these three selections here, your sound can come out with vibrato, which is kind of a much faster beat to it, to a medium, to a chorus. Okay. And this here is the waveform. And there's two waveforms. One is sort of a triangular shape and the other is a square. And I have it on the triangle. When I put it on the square, it makes this. Put it back up. So I can't hear a whole lot of change in that really, but I'm just going to leave it here. And I'm going to put this back on vibrato. Okay, and then you have a depth. When I move the depth knob up, listen to what happens to it. Let me just back that down. I'd be honest with you, maybe for an electric guitar there might be. I like it off. But that's just me. I like simple. I like clean sounds. And of course you have your blend knob here. And it basically controls how much of the delay you add to it. I can give it a little more. That's sort of neat. So, and then the feedback, listen to what happens when I turn this up. It sort of sends it off into its own little oscillating, never-ending. So you can lengthen everything, but it also takes off, so you have to. I'm going to turn this down so it doesn't do that to me. And I'm not playing, it just keeps on going and going. Enough of that. I'm getting old. I like clean, simple. But I like this. This is kind of neat. So yeah, so this is the Memory Boy. It's pretty simple. I'm going to put it on chorus here. Set my delay about here. Turn my depth up. Blend back. Feedback about there. Okay. It's kind of neat. So that probably could have used a little louder. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to end it right there. I just thought I'd share this with you. And I hope you enjoyed seeing Memory Boy. I have one more pedal that I wanted to show you, seeing I have it here. So I'm going to turn this off and just a question was asked about what does this octave do. So let me just hook it in and I'll show it to you real quickly. Okay, so here is the octave OC-5 pedal, and it's actually pretty simple, but it's very unusual. Right now I'm playing with just without the pedal. It's just a dry sound. We're going to add it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on poly. I just happen to like the sound of the poly. It also has a vintage mode, and there's another one of those Bernice dog hairs there. I'm telling you, I got a vacuum today. Okay, so anyways, so I'm just going to first of all point out the fact that this pedal, this particular knob will control your level, and then you have 3 knobs that controls the octaves. This one will be an octave higher. This is an octave lower, and then this is 2 octaves lower. Okay, so you're going to hear this in just a moment. So let me just first of all turn up the octave higher. Okay, I'm going to turn it to about right here, and let's listen to what that sounds like. Hear it? Here's what it sounds like without. Put it back on. Okay, so now let's add an octave lower with that. And let's add an octave, 2 octaves lower. Just turn this back, turn all these up here. And so we can want to back a little bit of the bass down. You're going to control the levels here. So there's the octave OC-5, and it's put out by Bose, and it has its place. And I don't use it much, but it's a lot of fun to play around with. If I were to use it, I'd just turn everything really back on it just to add a little bit of like this. This is pretty much the way I set it up if I'm using it. Just gives a little rich sound to the notes. So there you have it, and I hope you have a great day out there wherever you are in this world.